Come back from that break. You're still watching UCTV, and this is the Lunch Vibe show that comes to your screen every Monday to Friday from 1:45 up to 3 with me, Rixel. And right about now, I want to tell you thank you so much for being part of this very show from the beginning up to this very time. And of course, right about now, this very segment, I have a guest, just like I told you earlier on. And before even I introduce my guest, today we're discussing about something a little bit sensitive in that today many youths actually have got chances to get jobs that have actually given them some fair amounts of money, in that many of them are using these very amounts for different causes. And I know always when we are growing up, you're told to go to school. After going to school, get a job. When you get a job, you're supposed to build and then maybe get a woman, produce children with that woman, and of course start now growing a family. So stopping just in build a house. Many people today, they want to get houses, and getting houses, you find there are people who have money, but they don't even know which kind of house they really want to build at the end of the day. Or there are those who don't have money, but again, you find these are the people who have very many plans of the houses they actually want to build out there, or probably houses that they admire out there. So today, we're going to discuss about what does it take for one to achieve a building a dream, probably for young people out there, as well adults that are actually watching rather. So with me, I'm joined with a gentleman who is going to be discussing about this very topic today with me, and allow me introduce you. Welcome to UCTV.
Thank you so
a very good afternoon.
A very good afternoon to you.
For maybe a person who might be seeing you for the first time, I believe you deserve an introduction.
Possibly I have to introduce myself for audience, for those people who are able to watch us at this time.
Okay.
First, I want to thank everyone who has sacrificed his or her time to watch us, to learn something.
Exactly.
It is not of a misuse of time, but it's of a profit.
Yeah, sure.
Today, I come in here with a purpose to tell you out there, a viewer, that you too can own a house, and in a way that you don't need to have much money to own a house. You don't need to earn a lot of money to own a house. You get it?
Yeah, that is true.
You just need somebody who can drive you into that pace. You get it? Then I have to bring in at least around two things. There are two kinds of people who are in need of shelter. You get?
Yeah, sure.
When I talk about shelter, that is where you reside in the house.
Exactly, exactly.
I will first begin talking about
yourself first.
Myself first.
Yeah, yes.
Which category do I fall in? I'm a civil engineer.
Okay.
I'm a CEO. But I'm not here to talk about the CEO. I'm not here to talk about the civil engineer. I'm here to talk about how can one own a house.
Exactly. Before even we go to how can one own a house, today very many people when they walk on street, they admire houses, and then you may think I have a less amount of money, but I need this kind of a house.
Sure.
Or I might even be having money, but I'm confused which kind of house do I really need, and for what purpose actually out there. So today, a person who is watching us out there, I first want you to give them tips on what does it take for somebody to achieve that dream of want that house. What does it take for me to build a house?
Wow,
let's start from there.
Let's not begin from there. Actually, it's a challenge to all of us.
Okay.
First of all, the key thing for one to have a house, depending on what kind of income, cash flow do you have,
okay,
the primary factor is saving.
That
is the key factor.
Okay.
One must be able to save. Then secondly, after saving, you have to develop what you call a budget.
The budget, okay?
Yeah, budget. Because now what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to have, as you save your money, you must save your money with a purpose. You must save your money with a vision. You must save your money to achieve your target, to achieve your dream. You get it?
Sure.
So meaning, you can't start telling me that you're saving 50,000 per month and you're planning to have a house of around 200 million in the next 1 year time. So that's why I'm talking about budgeting. You get it?
Yeah.
Budget is more important. Why do I say it's more important? There is a saying, a narrative in the common world that says, cut a coat according to your what?
To your size.
To your size, you get it?
Yeah.
Don't go in for something because you're seeing so-and-so is able to have it. Go for something that you can start it and finish it. You get it?
True. That is
and
true.
It can accommodate both you and your family.
That is actually right. Yeah.
Then another thing
So saving a budget.
Saving
and then
a budget. Then primarily you have to have, you have to consider having an engineer who can take you through the process, who can guide you with your budget. Of course, now you can have the budget, you can have the, you'll have saved, but you don't have someone who gives you a technical advice. You get it?
Yeah, sure,
because also technical advice is mandatory. Because you can have a budget, you can have a plan within your mind, but you can't transform it into what? Into groundwork. So that's why again,
a professional person
to chip in and say,
okay,
this is what you must do in order to have this. You get it?
Yeah. True.
Then allow him to guide you technically. You get it? He may not. He may charge you a little money. You know, it is in construction engineering sector. There is what they call consultancy.
Yeah.
Some people, some engineers charge some good amount of in terms of consultancy. Others even give free knowledge, because like a man like me, with when I look at when I have a friend who is in need of developing, starting to build the house, and I know his cash flow, I can just chip in and say, no, do this and do this, and I just give a guidance, technical advice. I even at times give him a bill of quantities.
Okay.
You get. So that is acquiring an engineer who can take you through the process. Then I forgot of something. You need to have land, of course.
Where the house is going
where
to
the
sit.
house is going to sit. Because obviously now you're going to talk about, I need a house, but where is this house going to sit?
True.
You have had a budget.
That is true.
You have saved. You have had a budget, but where is this house going to sit? So obviously you need land, definitely.
Yeah.
Buy land that you can afford and that can accommodate the kind of house that you need. You get.
That is true.
So many Ugandans out there, I'm not talking about you who is listening, but there are those ones who are not having a chance now to view us.
Okay.
Many people have that small earning scale, like small salaries.
Yeah.
But they're fearing, like, if I start constructing a house, when will I finish it? No! You too can make it. There is a narrative that says in construction, you can't finish before you start it. You get it. So meaning, one must start in order to do what?
To finish.
To finish.
Yeah.
How do you start? I have got the money, I have saved the money, I have acquired land. Congratulations. What is the next step?
That is the beginning.
That is the beginning. Congratulations. What is the next step? I'm now going to acquire what? To do my budget. You get it? I have saved the money, I have acquired land. Let me budget. You get it?
That is true.
Are you trying to follow up something?
Yeah,
Are you trying to catch up something? Because I'm trying to tell the viewer out there that don't look at yourself that I'm earning little money, there is school fees, there is bichi what. No. Once this budget is out, and once you have engaged an engineer, not necessarily that an engineer must take you through because he has to do the project for you. No.
Yeah.
You're just trying to seek a technical advice, something that leads you to what you need, what your dream is all about.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. At the end of the day, with a little savings, put materials in the
Start
site.
dropping materials.
Start dropping materials. Okay. Because at the end you get maybe 300,000 in a month. Pick some money, put materials on the site. That is one way of groundbreaking.
There are people who think, I want to save and bring everything at once.
Even that is possible, but problems cannot wait. That's one thing one must know.
Okay.
Our problems, because now we have, we must survive daily, you get. There are medical bills, there is school fees. Then of course, if you're renting, there is rent.
Definitely.
Then of course, you can't be alone, you have to visit friends. At the end of the day.
Yeah,
so that's why I'm saying the better you start with something small, drop in something in the field, in the site, then see it done.
It motivates.
It carries you on. You get it. That is for small scale.
Okay.
Then now for the other sector, for the other team, there is a cluster of people because we are not the same in this world.
Yeah, true.
You get that is one thing.
We live in different
clusters. Yeah. One must have. You'll have saved. Because saving is a primary factor.
Yeah.
We all have to go through that. Consider getting an engineer, professional. Professionalism is the best because now, in most cases, some people have had money, but because of hiring unprofessional engineers, because there's a narrative in construction that says, somebody tells you, I have a guy. This guy charges cheaply. You don't need to go for these people.
yeah. But that is true.
As professionals,
my guy does this.
My guy does this. Actually, can handle this cheaply. You don't even need to stress yourself. That is why you see in Kampala here and in outcasts of Kampala, we have had buildings collapse. Don't ask me why, but I've just taken you through because this is the thing whereby a friend of yours tells you, I have my guy and the guy is cheaper. But why is he considering that guy because of the price? Don't look at the price. Look at the kind of service this person is going to do what? This person is going to provide. You get it? This person might be expensive. Yes, with a reason. We know always expensive things are.
They last actually longer.
Yeah, they last longer. So then when somebody hires a better engineer, of course, even engineers must have a reputation. You get it?
Yeah, sure.
You don't just go out there hiring an engineer because, I'm told you went to school. What about the experience? Also, it's considerate. Look at the
he must have done that work.
He must have done that work for some good. Then he must even have pictures to portray. And
tested, approved, and
there's what we call due diligence in construction also. Hey, I'm hiring Mr. Andrew. I'm hiring Mr. Eupal. I'm hiring this company. How is this company? What is this company all about? What have they done so far? What can they show out?
First, trust the background.
Trust the background of the company. Okay. Follow it gradually, slowly. Take time assessing the company. Then once that is done, go through what you call a legal process.
Okay.
First, you can't go through a legal process. One, if somebody is planning to have, let's begin at a higher rank. Maybe someone is planning to have an apartment. Apartments maybe 3 by 3, that is 9 units. One, you have to have what you call architectural plan. Somebody must have what you call structural plan. Somebody must have what you call M&E, mechanical and electrical.
Okay.
Hey, which will cost you some good amount, but it is not necessarily mastered. It's not necessarily that just for president you must have papers. These are not just papers. Yeah. This is how your building is going to be, because it is not for one day. It's not for 1 year. It is for generations.
But I think consultants is actually a must, because even just mere medication, just seeing a doctor, you're supposed to pay an amount, but it doesn't mean he has already treated you.
It's not treatment.
Just assessing you, listening to your problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure. Okay, now putting that a bit aside, what challenge do you think really people have faced, common people have faced, in that they have failed to achieve this dream house they want, even when they actually get good amounts of money at the end of a month, at the end of a day? What are those common problems that hinder somebody from building? The
most common challenges people go through in the field out there when executing most of their projects.
Okay.
One, people hire unprofessional guys, people who are trained on job. I'd not necessarily say they're bad people, but there is a technical part of construction whereby someone has to plan, run what you call a bill of quantities. Someone has to have what you call a structural analysis, integrity of your house. Because now, if this person, you're hiring this person may be having an idea of building, you get it. But now the challenge now is this person cannot ascertain, cannot assess and even make recommendations for your structure. Because like I told you last time, that whatever you're building, you're not building for 1 day. It is for generations. For
generations, yeah.
So that is why when you might go for someone, then someone does what you call undercoating. Because now this person is rushing for this money.
Yeah, sure.
Whereas a professional tells you, if you can't afford this, then let's give it time. But they're saying, I have this money. No, a professional tells you, let's give it what? Time. We may start. Then someone again, like I can tell you, the way we do things in construction, one, we must have this, we must have this, we must have this. Then I say, Then the other guy of yours comes and I have a guy.
Yeah,
he goes,
sure.
No, we can only have this, and we start again. That's how you see. Then with the financial bit of it, and like I told you, that cut a quote according to your size. Do not go for things because you've seen that maybe MC Rixel has this kind of a structure, has this kind of this. No, do things that you feel you will do what.
So another problem is some people they cut a coat because they've seen their friends wearing that.
That is it. And in most cases, because like in the new world we're in now, I can give you an invitation that Rixel, first take trouble and come where, make time and come home. So now you come home. Before you could know, the dream house you had in your mind is jeopardized. Why am I saying this? You're saying, the engineer, I went to my friend's home. This one is so different. Now I've also changed the idea. Now you've migrated your mind, change your plan. You admired something that you can't afford.
You don't know what the guy put in.
You don't know what the guy put in. You know what the guy.
Okay. Yeah. I get the point.
Exactly.
Okay, fine. And now looking at those are some of the challenges. There are houses that actually have come from the let me say from the foundation, and then some of the reaches probably window level or even complete, and then fails to fixing doors, to fixing windows, and you find at the end of the day the back door is being blocked and the windows are also blocked temporarily. Like, how can somebody avoid that kind of shame? I call it shame because now, for example, how do I start making a suit at the end of the day? I can't even afford buttons for it. Just an example. How can somebody avoid himself from such a kind of shame?
It drives us back to what we're saying, cut a coat according to your size. At now, you have to first plan. I know some challenges come due to cash flows. Like you start something, you're working, you have maybe hit a deal somewhere. At the end of the day, before this money is budgeted well, it is done, school fees has come in, what? But in other words, it's better you start something small. Because construction does not end. Every day people construct.
Yeah.
Even yesterday, and even tomorrow there will be construction.
Yeah, sure.
So the most important thing is plan your project well. Because a better plan takes a project into success. You get it? Because with the succession it involves sacrifice. What am I saying? So most people don't hire, most people don't, they don't do what? They don't trust these companies. But once a company is licensed, and you've trusted hiring an engineer of that company, maybe a certain organization, you get it, that help me put up for me apartments, do for me this. So then somebody provides you with a quotation. Say, for example, maybe 700 million, and the total amount of the quotation in the quotation, maybe 700 million. Then you say, I can first afford maybe 300,
this and this.
300 million.
So are you trying to say some of these people, they fear actually running to professionalism? And they
because of the cost.
Because of the cost.
Because of the cost.
But maybe they avoid that because they believe or they know their pockets. Not like there is a person in the village that who is just a peasant and he doesn't even know about these construction companies, you get. And all he knows is I just draw a plan, okay, I need 2 rooms, something I dissect and I be like, okay, there is my mansion who can actually raise this. So don't you think that can also be the reason? Or you're trying to say now that people should be sensitized from down up to where we are on probably these things of construction companies? Because now, how can I go to maybe Kampala constructors or something else, and yet even just reaching to those people, the cost alone can help me raise a house from actually, let me say, from the foundation level.
Yeah, actually, I'm happy you have put something in line with the sensitization. See, one thing we don't like people down there, they don't seek for knowledge. Seeking for knowledge, it might look expensive. At times even just get time and, it depends on how you talk to me. Be like, I'm not an engineer, I have this amount of money. I might not be willing to ask for money for consultancy. Okay. But now, on a humanitarian basis, be like, how do I go about this? You get it? I'll take you through, I'll guide you, I'll tell you. If you have this amount of money, because like we can handle projects. Because like small scale projects, you can handle in phases. Even bigger projects, you can say, I have around 5 million. I'll tell you first what you do, start with foundation. If that can afford foundation, first handle what?
First foundation.
That is phase 1.
Okay.
Yeah, do groundbreaking, just do foundation and leave it there, slum. Okay. Then again, when you get your small money, push it to ring beam, push it where, and it's done. Okay,
as we are winding up, I want you to give, now this one is just a final word to everybody, including myself, or that person who has not yet built, or that person is dreaming. There are people, by the way, who build because money has landed into their hands. Then you first build without a plan, and then at the end of the day, maybe you'll need changes. So just an advice, a general advice to any citizen out there.
Actually, a general advice to any citizen who's watching now. Okay. One is let's learn to seek for guidance. Okay. Whenever we're planning to start something, however much even money lands in any way, from whichever direction. Okay. First seek for knowledge. Get to know what you're going for. Okay. You get it? Because you never know when this money will disappear. That is true. Then for someone on the grassroots down there in up countries or wherever, who's planning to start a small project, save your money. After saving your money, develop your budget. Involve
professional people.
Now this one now for small scale, down there in the village. There are those good builders in the village. They didn't go very far with the studies. I'm not abusing them, but I'm saying they are talented. They are talented, not really talented. They are skilled. Okay, they are skilled. They have the knowledge. But what you do, go inquire from them, talk to them. they might be of help. Because at times even, you can put yourself as a contractor. You can manage your funds, but you let him to manage the technical side. You get it?
Okay.
Because what I'm trying to say, most people are fearing to come to us. Hiring a company, hiring an engineer, hiring... No, this is just a title. We're all humans. Then now for somebody who's planning to start a project in any towns, in any cities, in any municipality, seek advice from an engineer.
Okay, so in case you've been watching out there, I'm very sure at the end of today, you should know what you should actually take in order for you to achieve that house or that planned house that you have out there. So now, as I let you go, probably somebody might be there now eager, like maybe they would run to you for this kind of advices. I want you to leave probably their social media handles or maybe where they can find you, definitely. As you wind up.
My physical address, I have actually 2 locations.
Okay.
One, I'm in Chinawataka Road.
Okay.
That's in Chireka.
Okay.
I have an office, head office there. Then in Mbale, I have an office in Busoja-Wankuba.
Okay.
That's Kumi Soroti Road.
Okay.
Yeah, then can I share my contacts?
Definitely, yeah.
I'm on, you can find me on 774 20 60 43.
Okay.
That's an MTN. Airtel 704 575042.
And social media?
Social media, you can find me as Opolot Yasman.
Okay.
And then you can go to our website, www.Eupa Construction Company Limited.
Okay.
Find me there. On Twitter also, I use Opolot.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And in case you're watching
Did I talk
out there,
about activities?
activities. Okay, maybe you can also
I can bring in
briefly,
some activities
in like
briefly.
60 seconds, okay?
We can help you plan project initiation. We can do renovations for you, architectural plans, anything within construction.
Okay.
A bit, whatever.
As long as it's construction.
As long as it's construction, that
Okay.
is what I put on.
All right.
Then the other thing, both lines are on WhatsApp.
Oh, in
In
case.
case one wants to access a customer. Or 24/7 we're on.
Okay. And usually when I come to the end of the show, I wish people that are celebrating their birthdays happy birthday. And today on my birthday, actually my producer can help me on this one. There is a lady called Baby Crystal celebrating her birthday right on this very day. She's born of 11th April. I don't know the year actually when she was born, but she is celebrating her birthday right on this very day. Actually, there she is. That is a Baby Crystal out there celebrating her birthday. May you live to blow candles with your grandkids in future right there. So thank you so much. In case you've been right there tuning in, you did such a great job. It is still UCTV, Uganda Catholic Television, and it's been the Lunch Vibes today. We've been working with the big team, Dimaro behind the camera, and of course Billy, a producer, that is, and then Victoria on the control room. So for now, I want to say it's been a beautiful Thursday. The weekend starts today in Uganda. I don't know where you're tuning from, and then tomorrow being a Friday, we shall be doing more things. I want to leave you with this jam. As I say, be safe, and may God bless you right there. Sign out.